Might be hard to see on the video, but I'm all the way down in the panhandle here at the very bottom edge. By the way, the creek down here is very washed out. It's very deep right now. But I'm all the way down here at the bottom corner. You can just barely see the corner marker over there hanging from that tree. And I came down here because I heard forestry clearing happening. So they are down here in heavy equipment. So here's our property line right here. You see the post right there in the center. I think one of them's coming down the hill now. Let's sit here and see if we can, yeah, here they come. I believe that is actual logging equipment. Yeah. He's about to grab on a huge tree here. You know, interestingly, he's pushing those trees into the brush towards where that county land was that I mentioned. Man, no, that's a big bundle of trees. Yeah, that's a really big bundle of trees. It is interesting. So I don't know if they're going to, but as of yet, they're not coming down here to the property line. And I hope they don't. Hopefully they'll leave a little space here. So take a close look at how the woods look right here, because here in just a second, we're gonna skip forward about a month or two to after the logging company has done their work. So we're still kind of panning left and right, taking a look at the before. And in 3, 2, 1, we're about to see after. So here is the property line. Now recently, that was all thick woods, but this is what the logging company did to it. It is a mess. I mean, if nobody intends to ever come and straighten that up, then that is a mess. But what it's done here is that it's made this end of the property, you know, there's a lot more sunlight coming through right here than normal. So that's a little different. But the property line, here's the fence post, runs straight from there over to that ribbon fluttering in the breeze there. That's the back corner of the property. So that means that pretty much this whole water hole right here is pretty much on the property as well. The edge of the property would be running along that side of that water hole. So that's a pretty good sized little water hole, although it has a pipe running across it. Then a fast little stream between, and another good sized water hole. Now I happened to finally see the bottom of this recently when it dried all the way out, and it's really down there. It's like, I don't know, that thing could be 6 to 8 feet deep right there. So that's a pretty deep little water hole there. But, you know, looking at it down here like this, if you were gonna put a bridge, it'd probably be right here to get across to this little chunk that I never really walk on just because it's across the creek. And then I could start working my way along that property line to kind of, you know, there's areas back there behind all that that I haven't even walked through yet. I just didn't do it yet. But so it's crazy to think that there's areas of my own land that I still haven't set foot on yet. And this is only 6.6 acres. There could still be secrets back there in an area I haven't been in yet. Isn't that crazy? I just wanted to share this because these nice little waterfalls in the creek are just very nice. Very soothing sound down here. It is a little bit of a shame what they've done over there, but my guess is that the people that own it are probably just gonna let it turn into a thicket now. So this will probably feel like the edge of, you know, nothing again soon, like it did before. But who knows? These people could come down here and put, you know, four-wheeling trails all over it. Who knows what they'll do? But hopefully they just leave it alone and it turns into thicket, because that'd be what I would prefer. I just want to capture what a beautiful day it is down here in the woods. Our recent rain has made the creek very healthy. It's looking really nice. Water's actually running pretty clean at the moment. It's usually full of muddy sediment, but this is a pretty clean running creek because we had some healthy rain. This spot has turned out to be just a beautiful spot, really a little hog heaven here. I know there was a spot right over here where I dug really deep when I had the excavator. And so there's a spot right there that you could probably get into your neck, because it's kind of just a deep pit right there in the middle of the creek, which is kind of weird. But our little spillway here, the water's running straight out of it and continuing on down the creek. And this is not the only creek branch here on this property. There's another branch or two of the creek running at the back of the property, and they're all running at once. It's grown, the vegetation has grown in nicely right to the edge of the pond. And then right around in this area here is hog heaven. I'm telling you, the ground in that area right over there is torn up every night. So I bet there's hogs there like every night, pretty much every night. But I'm very glad that I did this digging on this and turned it into a decent little kind of bend in the creek where it gets to retain a little bit more water motion. See that? So it's rapidly flowing over there into another creek branch that goes along the back of the property, kind of along the property line. But yeah, I'm down here just really enjoying this pretty spot here. I really do have to say that, like, the camera doesn't seem to capture enough at a time to where you get like the full spectrum of how beautiful and peaceful this is down here. It sure is pretty. It's funny because I'm looking at it in real life and it's just so beautiful right now with the way the sun comes through the trees and you can see the rays of light. But then I look on the camera and I'm like, it looks so normal, almost drab in comparison when you look at this. But I'm just trying to capture this. And I think it would be really fun to make it a goal this year to put a couple of bridges somewhere, like put a bridge over here near the pond to cross into sort of a trail, then make a trail that goes sort of back to the corner of the property and then sort of along the property line somehow. But anyway, yeah, very nice. Sort of, this is a good spot for a little pocket pond. I'm sure there's all kinds of things in here, but I don't see any fish. I don't know. Sure is nice when the water is flowing at just the right pace here. I recently did a lean-to extension that's going to turn into an enclosed space. So it was shingled and extended in a similar way to the lean-to. And I used a pneumatic roofing gun to do the shingle job very quickly with plastic underlayment. The shingle pattern was able to join pretty much perfectly to the existing pattern, and we had lots of rain recently, actually the day after doing this, and there was not a single drop of a leak anywhere, so it turned out perfectly, as you can see. All right, got the roof shingled. It matches with the old roof. Comes over here to meet this one. So, should hold water. They're waiting for food. They sit here every morning going, when's that human come out with all that food? When does that happen? It's the highlight of our day. We don't really have to do anything in life. We just wait for the human. We just wait for the human. Good thing he gives you food. There's a buck right here. It's kind of a young buck. He's got antlers though. Yeah. That's cool, huh? It appears to be a little 6-point. Yeah. Looks like a 6-point. Looks like a young 6-point buck. I think he was up here last night because they kind of nuzzle around, dig little holes. I think they're going for acorns and junk. But yeah, I think last night, overnight, he was up here making little holes in the pine straw. Anyway, it's cool that there's a buck chilling right here. I hope somebody doesn't shoot him. Because, you know, most of these dudes around here do hunt. And people out here are always shooting. Oh, I think Leela has spotted him. She's starting to bark. I'm gonna go see if she's barking at something. What I did today. Leela's excited because I moved the front gate out to the edge of the front porch. I put the fence around those trees right there. I think later I'll just go straight across there so that Leela can get all the way around the barn. It's probably the very next step. And that way also, that means Leela can protect the entire barn, which is really cool. But another cool thing about this is that up until I get it where she can chill on the porch, she can chill right here next to me now, like this. And you know, if she comes up, I can actually kind of reach her a little bit, but it basically it allows the sort of hangout to happen here. So I'm thinking probably I'll have a rail that goes across the top of this. Because believe it or not, this thing is actually perfectly level, so it would make it pretty easy to add quickly. Oh yeah, they're gonna fight right here, see? But they enjoy playing. Okay, I went ahead and made a closet door. I had to make it out of 2 small doors, so they open inward like that. And I made a sort of a lip to help, basically it hides the gap. So when you pull them shut, which is hard to do with one hand, you kind of need both, but let's see, about like this. When you pull them shut, boom, there we go. There. See, there was a gap kind of at the bottom, but that little backing board kind of helps line them up and also hide the little gap. So they are so tight that when you pull them together, the tension holds them together. And our door frame here was a little crooked, so this was a bit difficult, but we got it done. And all I got to do now is trim up this door frame and then paint the whole deal, doors and trim.